All right, what is up, Team Elite? How are you guys doing? Happy Monday morning. It's actually noon, a little bit afternoon, Central Standard Time on Monday. What is today? It is May the 18th. Yeah, so happy Monday. I'm excited to be here. Monday is one of my favorite days because it feels like the starting line for the week. And it's one of my favorite days because it allows us to do one of my favorite activities for the week, which is a recommended action step I recommend that you do is to write your activity goals. So what do you want to accomplish this week? What activities do you want to do that you believe will help pull you towards your goals? And don't focus on the results. Like, Master Coach and Mark always says, divorce the results and marry the behaviors. So the behaviors are the things that you focus on. Like, here's some of the examples of my activity goals that I like to write down for myself. So you can take mine and use them as an example if you want. That would be good for you. So I normally like to write down 40 that I'm going to send out 40 prospecting text messages for the week. Also 40 follow-ups. Okay. If you're looking at those numbers and you're like, holy cow, 40, that's a lot. Then you just simply need to go in the units tab and read about the fast track script. Okay. You can send out 10 prospecting text messages on Facebook in about 10 minutes. It's really not that big a deal. Another great activity step that I'd recommend that you write out is how many times this week do you want to work out? How many times do you want to go to the gym? Or right now in the home gym, right? How many workouts this week do you want to do? So for me, I normally set that to about 3. And if I get to 4, then that's even better. Another good example is how many pages of a book do you want to read per the week? Another one that I also do is, let's see, what's another one I also do? How much extra water? Oh yeah, how many Facebook Live videos do I want to do per week? So Facebook Live video marketing is big whenever it comes to attracting people to you on Facebook and online. And so I recommend that you do that. If you need any help with going live on Facebook, then just go to our units tab and you will learn a little bit more about social media there. And the 4-step Facebook Live video formula breaks it down, makes it very simple. Okay, so check that stuff out. Let's talk today about the very simple system. It's 3 steps to help you build your business. I love this because I've recently been learning how to simplify things. Rachel Jackson said that it's easy to complicate something, but it's difficult to make things simple. Okay, because we can all get something simple and turn it into something complicated. Wouldn't you agree? I've done it plenty of times, right? Yeah. So if you boil it down, okay, there are a lot of extra things that you could add in there, but let's just keep it simple to the main 3 pillars of what it takes to build your business. And that's ITT. So that stands for invite, to the tool, to the team. Okay, that simple. All right. So if you go into all of your invitations with the goal of sending them a tool or a video or a webinar, any tool, okay, then the next step after that is to get them in front of the team. So that way you're not the only one answering all the questions, and you're not, you don't feel like you have to take on everything. You don't have to feel like you have to overcome all the objections or learn everything. And it also shows your prospect that they will have support as well too. Okay, it's a much easier, much simpler process. And one more thing about third-party validation, it makes it real. Whenever people are looking at it, they hear it from you, they watch the video, and they're just hoping that it's real. Every now and then, you're going to get somebody that will go and they'll do their research. They'll see that it's a publicly traded company. They're like, holy cow, this is very impressive. What an amazing opportunity I'm in. I've had that happen to me before they got to the third party. But most of the time, you're going to have to get somebody in front of somebody else, and that'll speed up the process like crazy. It's like light speed. Okay, it's like putting a light speed warp engine on your business building process, and it helps out a ton. So ITT. Now the goal, especially when you're new, is to get 25 people through the ITT system, and that should put you around Pro 3. Okay. hang on. We got some people trying to get in. There is no password. Hold on, guy. Everybody. Copy. Interpreter. Okay, paste. All right. Okay. So I want to give you guys some examples, and hopefully my two friends will be able to hop on and see this at some point. I wanted to show you about these two new friends of mine. So Steven and Aaron. Steven, I reached out to him through one of those prospecting text messages I was telling you about. You can send those out, 10 of those in about 10 minutes. I sent out his first prospecting text message about a week and a half ago. It was Friday, okay, not this last Friday, but the Friday before. So I sent him the video. He asked me, what does it entail? I said something along the lines of, we just share information that helps people with their health and making extra money from home. And then I let him know the next step. I said, we have an ABC News report that explains it better than I can. If I sent it, how soon could you watch it? And he said I could, watch it soon. So I sent it to him, and he was very intrigued. He started watching the video, and he was very interested. And the next step after that, I sent him another tool, okay? So notice the process. I sent him an invite, then I sent him a tool, which was the ABC News report. And then just to further solidify his interest, I sent him another tool. I sent him to the Tuesday night Taking Control with LifeVantage webinar. And so we hopped on that. And same thing with Aaron. Aaron was another friend through Facebook. I sent him a prospecting test message, and we just had, been texting and done some, following up and learning a little bit more about his life and stuff. And so building that relationship. And then he watched the ABC News report. Oh, wait. No. I don't think Aaron had a chance to watch the news report. Aaron had a lot of stuff going on in his life. And so I knew that there was a lot of stress on him, but he was being receptive. He was coming back and he was talking to me, telling me what was going on. So Tuesday rolls around and I was like, hey, Aaron, why don't you take a break from, why don't you take a break really quick and hop on this webinar with me? That's really all I said. And I knew that that would resonate with him simply because he had been going through a whole lot of stress in his life lately. So it turns out he was able to say, okay, let me step back and let me hop on this webinar and may be able to help out. So he hopped on the webinar, and so that means I had two guests on there. That was last Tuesday, Steven and Aaron. Then right after the webinar, I said, hey, I was texting them throughout, made sure that they were on it. And then I said, do you have a minute to chat? Both of them. And whenever they both said yes, that's whenever I knew I had to bring them to hey, there he is. What's going on, Steven?
Hey.
Oh,
not too much. Just enjoying being here. I invited a friend to listen in. He's from Pakistan, and he's a great friend. He's coming over here to the U.S. to preach, and I told him about the business and all, and he's gonna listen in.
Okay, right on. Sounds good, my friend. Well, I was just telling your story real quick, and by the way, welcome to the Team Elite family officially.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was just telling your story. Everybody, this is Steven. So yeah, we're very blessed and we're proud and happy and very grateful to be doing life and business with you, my friend.
Yes.
But yeah. So I'll finish the story real quick because we're going through I'm just sharing the simple system process that we have. So let me check and see if your friend is on. Not yet. But whenever your friend hops on, just so you know, the simple system and process that we have is 3 steps. It's called ITT. It's invite to the tool to the team. So all we do is we send out an invite, and then we offer to share a video, a tool, and then we invite in a third-party teammate to introduce, to really help answer questions and overcome any objections and just help people to make a decision. So, like I was saying last Tuesday, right as soon as the webinar was finishing up, I was texting Steven and Aaron, hey, do you have a minute to chat? We'll chat afterwards. And then what happened, Steven? Tell me your side of the story, what happened. You were watching the webinar, and then what happened?
I was watching the webinar, and I was being very excited to hear all that was happening and going on, hearing about the business and how the business is backed up by some wonderful business is really growing, and it's just been an encouragement that it is put together by team members who help each other out to grow their business and have very deep faith in scientifically proven products that can help improve people's health and their life, and just help people financially to be stable throughout their years ahead, and that they can have success. So it's just been a very, very encouraging business all the way around.
Yeah, totally cool. So tell me about what was going on in your head whenever I connected you to Corey Ray. What did that show you?
Oh, it showed me that teamwork is teamwork, and teamwork works, and it works. I know from my experience in the past, if everything is it works if you work it, and it's not going to work if you don't work it. So you have to work at it.
Very true. So yeah.
And, so connection is a big part. Connection is a part of the world, and connection is a part of business.
Definitely. Yeah, and this is a relationship business. So, you know, what I love about it too is that, you know, even though the whole quarantine thing is going on, it's giving a lot of people inside and isolated and separated from everybody else. But our business encourages us to stay connected. So I love that. Right?
Yes, yes. That's the best part.
But yeah, it is the best part. So after,
you're not alone, and you have help. Help is available.
Yeah, so let me finish the story real quick. After the webinar, I said, hey, can you chat both to Stephen and Aaron? And I sent them both the Zoom link, and both of them hopped on. And I was chatting with them for a little bit. Corey Ray came in. For those of you that don't know, Corey Ray is a Pro 9 down here in Waco, Texas. And he hopped on. I said, hey, this is Corey. He's been doing the business a lot longer than I have. He can answer questions better than I can. Stephen, this is Corey. Corey and Stephen started talking. And so I just put mine on mute, and I let them talk. And that showed Stephen a couple of things like you already said. And then after Stephen had a chance to talk with Corey, Aaron hopped on later, and then he had a chance to talk with Corey as well too. So that showed both of them that teamwork, that we're not in this, you know, alone, that you will have support, that you don't have to know all the answers. And long story short, a couple of days later, I followed up with both of them, and both of them signed up. Stephen here is a proud new member of the Team Elite family. And then Aaron signed up as a customer. So he wants to be a distributor later. He just needs to save up the money. So that's a really, really quick testimony of the ITT process. And if we just get 25 people through the ITT process, it should land you around Pro 3. You'll have made around $2,000. And then you just have to show other people how to get to Pro 3. And that'll help you push, get you to your goals. So for those of you that don't know, it takes 4 Pro 3s to get you to Pro 5. They make about $2,500 a month of residual income, and 5 Pro 5s gets you to Pro 7, which is about 11 grand a month. And that's a nice lifestyle.
And it just keeps growing. You just keep feeding it, it keeps growing.
Right. And hey, Stephen, just so you know too, we call Pro 3 the foundation rank. Okay, those that make it to Pro 3, statistically, they stick around in the company for like 7 years. Okay, hopefully they move up. If they don't move up, then statistically they stick around for about 7 years. But you know, once they get to Pro 3, that's whenever their odds of staying in for much, much longer are much greater. So just so you know, that's like the goal. That is what the whole business is built around, that rank. Cool.
Yes, and I just want to mention too that this business is a fun business because you are helping other people in their lives, not only in their health, but again to stay stable in their finances and to be able to provide for their families and their future.
Yeah.
So it's a win-win all around. It's a win-win business.
Amen. I believe it too. So, hey, let's get to Q&A. You have been doing awesome with your activities, sending out some invitations. What questions do you have for me? What have you been struggling with? What have people been coming back? Are you confused at all about the process? Have people been coming back with something that you don't know how to answer?
So far, not yet. So far, you know, I get people who, you know, they will say they're not interested in a business or whatever, you know, but they are again, but they'll say they're interested in their health. Health always interests them. So there
Okay.
is when I you know, will send them this site to go ahead, try the products out, try them for 30 days, see how they make you feel.
Okay, great. Great. Perfect. Have you been able to sign up any customers yet that way?
Well, I sent so far just to the site. I'm not really sure. They haven't gotten back to me if they ordered or not. I mean, they just did say they had an interest in the health. So I
Okay.
did. And
Awesome. One of the things that I find that helps me help people to order and to just walk them along the process is whenever I ask them a few more questions. Usually I hold that link. I hold it for a little bit longer. What I like to do is if they are interested in their health, you know, signing up as a customer, then I just want to dive in a little bit deeper. So I'll ask them a few more questions. Questions like, what area of health interests you most? And then I'll throw out something that I think they might be interested in. Like, are you interested in losing some weight? Are you interested in improving your gut health? Maybe sleeping better, or hair health or skin health, or just having more energy. So then I'll wait for them to come back. And I still haven't sent them the link yet. So what I'm doing by this is I'm acting more like a consultant. I'm acting like somebody that wants to really, really help them find their problem and learn about their goals. And then I'm going to really offer a solution, my recommendation that will help them get exactly what they want. So once we find that, like they'll come back and they'll say, I'm interested in losing some weight. So I'll come back and say, oh my gosh, awesome. You might really like our protein shake or our fat burn. And then so they'll usually throw one of those out. But once you have a better idea of what they want, then you can make a better recommendation. Because if you just send them that link, especially up front, they'll say, I'm interested in product. And if you send them that link, then it's almost like putting the entire storefront right in front of them and they don't know what to do.
Right. Yeah, see, that was my mistake. And my mistake is because, see, I have to look at more of the products. So I get the list of the products so I know exactly what I'm looking at. So then I know exactly what I can offer to them as far as for that solution, you know. And I haven't gotten that far yet, but that's where I need to be. That's where I need to be right now.
Well, I've thought about it and I've gone back there and I've looked at it. And here's a great, easy way to help get you started on that. We help people in 7 different health categories. So if you want to write this down, this is the way I do it. I tell people we help people in 7 different health categories.
Okay.
General anti-aging and feeling better. We help people with their and feeling better. Yeah. We help people with their gut health. That's a big area of health that people need to improve. That improves so much of your health.
I know I have digestive issues myself, and I've been taking enzymes and probiotics myself. So yeah, that's a big issue. I know.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to get
my gut healthy. Get your gut healthy. That's the biggest part there. Yep.
Yeah, and I can't wait for you to get your ProBio in, start taking that stuff, and have a great testimony.
Oh yes, I really need something desperately. I'm telling you, because I have not found the answers yet to this gut issue. And once I get this gut issue together, I know I'll feel 100% better. That's the thing.
Yeah, that vitality stuff. What's my person?
There you go.
So yeah, let me wrap this up real quick. So it's general health, general anti-aging, and feeling better. Gut health is number 2.
Okay.
Weight loss is another one.
Okay.
Energy. Okay, more energy. That's 4. Skin health. That's number 5. Hair health is number 6, so hair care. And pet care, that's number 7.
Okay.
So once they pick one of those categories, then you can kind of dive into each one and find out the product that you recommend for them, or maybe even the stack or bundle of products. If they need help with, like, you know, their general anti-aging and feeling better and their gut health, then I would say recommend the Vitality Stack.
Okay.
And if they can't afford the Vitality Stack because that's $150, then back it down, just take one product off, and now you've got the activated essential stack. So that's just without the fish oil.
Okay.
So that should help. And then once you found that out, don't be afraid at all. And you can do all of this through text messages. I've signed up customers doing this through text messages through Facebook. Once you found out the product that they want, ask them, can I help you place an order tonight? Sometimes they'll come back and say yes. If yes, then great. You just signed up a customer. Go ahead and, I mean, you can send them the link. You could either, you know, walk them through how to do it, or you could say, hey, what's your number? Here's mine, so you'll know who it is whenever I call. Or if they say yes, you can say, great, do you have a minute to chat? They say yes, perfect. Go ahead and push that phone icon on the Messenger app, or however you can call them, and then just get them on the phone. And at that point, they're completely open and wanting to talk to you because they know that you're going to help them place an order to help them with that problem.
Okay. Wonderful.
Cool. Yeah. All righty, guys. Well, I got a phone call, an important phone call I got to return here real quick, but hope this has been helpful. Let me know if you have any questions in the chat.
It has been helpful.
Awesome. Again, welcome to the family, and let's go do this thing. Don't forget to write. Oh, hey, so the beginning of this video was write your activity goals for the week. What do you want to accomplish for this week? Like, how many people do you want to text, invite? How many follow-ups do you want to do? How many presentations do you want to do? Those sort of things. So that's our recommended action step to do every Monday, is write your activity goals for the week.
Okay.
Yeah. Grant, here's a quick insight of how important this is. Grant Cardone, they run about $100 million business, and they have a sales team that is out of this world. And they said that 100% of the time, whenever they have a salesperson that their numbers drop, they look back 3 weeks prior and they stopped writing their activity goals. 100% of the time, which is a big number if you think about it.
Yes.
if you think about it.
Yes.
Kind of important. Yeah. All righty, guys. Y'all have a very blessed day. I hope this helps. Bye for now.
All right. Thank you. God bless you. Have a great day. Have a great day. Celebrate. Enjoy the sunshine.
Yes, sir. Will do. Take care, guys.
All right, family. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.